Hey guys, welcome back to another one. Today we're going to be talking about the Nikon 35 f1.8. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's jump into the quick specifications of this lens. It's an AFS Nikon lens. It's a 35mm, but of course if you're using a lower end DSLR which is not full frame, you're going to get a crop factor of about 1.5, 1.6. So it goes up to maybe around say 50mm depending on the camera you're using. The aperture is f1.8 at its widest. It has a switch on the side from which you can switch between only manual focus to manual and autofocus. Now, let's go straight into autofocus on this thing. Nikon is known for not having good autofocus. Okay, we all know that. It's very jittery, especially for video. For photos, it's fine. You can get by. You're snapping photos, it's quick enough. But when it comes to videos, it's not going to be able to track subjects in its frame well enough to only be using autofocus. So anytime you're using Nikon, you're using a Nikon setup, make sure that you're shooting in manual. Now, jumping from autofocus to manual focus, the manual focusing ring. It's quite jittery. I must admit that it's not the smoothest ring ever. It does have a few glitches as you turn. It's not the smoothest thing ever. But you can get by with it. If I mount it on my Ronin SC Pro focus kit and I start turning the wheel, it's okay. I can get by, I can do a shoot with it, no problem. Specifically for photography, let's talk about that first before we go into video. It's a great lens for photography. If you're using a Nikon setup, you need this lens. Okay, it's an absolute must-have. You won't be able to get by without it. It's got a lovely, crisp, clear image, which I just love. And Nikon is well known for their color science. They've got great color science, so when it comes to color grading, if you want natural colors, you don't have to do much tweaking. It captures the image perfectly. It's crisp, clean. The aperture is nice and wide, so you're getting that nice bokeh background. It's sharp and it's just right for photos. This is a must-have for your kit. Now let's talk about video. When it comes to video, this is not a great lens at all. First of all, if you're using a Nikon setup for video, that's not a good idea at all. Switch to Canon, Sony. Those are great for video, but if you don't have the means available to you to switch cameras or whatever your story is, if you're using Nikon, make sure that you use only manual focus with this, because the manual focus is not only loud, it makes a loud sound while autofocusing. It's also very slow and it will keep searching back and forth. Even if it locks onto a subject, it'll keep shifting back and forth. So definitely a no-go with autofocus. Now, manual focus, if you're using something like a Ronin and you've got the focus motor on, you should get by. If you don't have a Ronin or a focus motor, whatever, if you are mounting it on any kind of stabilizer, just make sure that you use manual focus. What I like using is AFS on Nikon. So basically, it's not going to be searching for focus points your whole time. Just whenever you click on the screen, if you're using a touch screen, or you press the shutter button, it will focus on your subject and it'll just stay at that focus level, the focus depth, and it won't change. So that's what I like doing is I make sure that I've grabbed focus of my subject and then I maintain the distance. I won't go closer or farther away. So I maintain the distance and then it works fine. Like I said before, the image is crisp, clear. I love it. I have no problems with the image quality at all. So overall, if you're a Nikon user, you have to have this lens. It should be part of your kit. It will definitely up your photo game. So, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.